Det var også af typer.
Why are you saying Icelandic every time?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
What is happening? Some technical difficulties.
Well,
with
hello.
It's 11th of December. Wow, time flies.
Yes.
Doesn't it? Almost Christmas. Ring, ring, dong, 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 dong.
Yes.
And
Today the first Yule Lad in Iceland will come to town.
yes.
And tomorrow, tomorrow.
Nobody said that, but
I'm being cool. Tomorrow starts our 12th day of Christmas.
our gift to you guys. Oh boy. Shit.
Technically, it's 13 days of Christmas since there will be a podcast today, and
of
then
course.
and then the 12th days start tomorrow. So technically, it's 13
So
days.
this one might be also in a shorter format because these next 12 days will not be maybe always 40 minutes to an hour. That will be crazy.
No, they will probably be like 20 to 30
Yeah,
minutes.
I hope so, if we can. Yikes.
Yeah, because like some of you might know, I'm getting my surgery in the middle of December. So we're trying to record all of them before that. So we will just pretend that it's close to Christmas when you hear them.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha, breaking the illusion. Anyways, Diddy is gonna tell us about the first Yule Lad.
Oh yes.
What is it called in Icelandic, did they?
The name of the first Yule Lad, as we call them, Jólasveinn in Icelandic, is Stekkjarstaur.
Stekkjarstaur. Aha. What is it in English, did they? I don't know.
It's sheepcoat clod. Very
Sheepcoat cloth. Wow.
Interesting.
So every Yule Lad has like a special story and something that differentiates him from the rest of the Yule Lads.
Mm-hmm.
So sheepcoat clod, Stekkjarstaur. He has two things that define him. He has stiff legs, and he likes to prey upon the farmer's sheep and suckle the ewes. I'm not sure what ewes is.
The utters, kind of the sheepy-ish thingy.
Yeah. They don't have normal udders.
They don't have this.
They're nipples.
Yeah.
They have nips like me.
Oh.
Oh.
So he likes to suckle on the ewes, but it's very difficult for him because he has stiff knees and he can't like bend down
to
properly.
suck.
So he does it like a giraffe, kind of?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's the Icelandic giraffe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And he's very tall as well. I think.
He's
very tall with completely stiff legs.
Tall and handsome.
If you've ever seen Lazy Town, the old Icelandic version, it's like Solla Styrðavos before they made her
hot and pretty.
Be able to use her knees. Good description.
Good description. Everyone will get that reference.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure like most people that have seen the old Icelandic Lazy Town will also know about the Yule Lad, so...
Yes, of course. Except Patricia. We have to treat her like she is an Icelandic.
Yes, but she has seen the old Lazy Town, so...
Oh, what? How?
She will get she watched it on YouTube.
Ooh.
She wants to be Icelandic so much, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's talk a bit about the kind of mythology around the Yule Lads. So they had parents, Grýla, the mother, who likes to eat children, I think.
Yes,
or
she loves them.
Cook them in a
think?
pot. And
if you're naughty, you're very naughty, she will come and put you in.
Make a kid stew.
Yes, make a kid stew out of you. And the father, what's his name again?
Leppalúði.
Leppalúði. He's a bit of a he's a pretty
wimp.
Yeah, he's a wimp. He's not really a good father or husband or whatever. So he's
I think Grilla just controls him.
It's a strong, independent Icelandic woman is Grilla. That's obvious metaphor.
and
then they have a cat.
Is Grilla a giant as well?
Yes. They are troll hybrid-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like a giant or something.
I think Leppalúði is not their real dad. I'm not sure. I don't remember completely. It's been a while since I read about it.
So they have 13 children or 13 sons.
That we know of.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I think Leppalúði is the father. I think Leppalúði is the father of the Yule Lads, but she has children with other men that are not. Those children are not Leppalúði. No, they're not Yule Lads.
Be independent, Grilla. Be strong.
So
she has a lot of kids.
She has a lot of kids, and the 13 Yule Lads that we have now are not really the 13 that we used to have before.
Mm-hmm.
They also have a cat, a big black cat.
Yes.
Yeah, and called the Christmas cat, Yule Cat.
Jólakötturinn. I don't think he has like a name other than that. He also likes to eat children, but
yes, if you don't get clothes for Christmas,
he only eats children who don't get clothes for Christmas. So you always had to get like what we call a soft package, a soft present,
like socks.
Oh, I have to bring you now. Oh, I was in the store like 2 days ago, and there was so many people because I don't know why, because Christmas, I guess. And there was kids screaming their ass off in the store like,
dear.
Mom, I hate you, Mom.
Oh.
Every kid gets toys, but I only get clothes and books. I hate you, Mom, I hate you. And I was like,
oh my God.
I should call
someone's getting a potato in their shoe.
I was like, I think we need to call Child Protective Services. She's only getting clothes and books. Oh no.
Oh, such a hard life.
Well, at least she's not, getting eaten alive by the Yule cat.
That's why she's getting clothes. Be a grateful child.
But yeah, and in Iceland, to get a gift from the Yule Lads, you have to put your shoe in your window.
Yeah,
will you guys do
and
that?
The Yule Lads will come. Always. The Yule Lads will come and put something in your shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Usually something small, like a mandarin or something like that.
Clementine.
Candy, something. Candy. Except the last Yule Lad, he gives
I think this is different for
it's different, but I think the usual thing is that the last one gives a
slightly bigger
a bit more of an expensive gift, but the other 12 give like candy and stuff like that. Yes. I actually used to get also a big gift from the third Yule Lad because he was my favorite, so my mom called him and asked if he would give me a big present.
Very nice.
But did your brothers get a big present then, or only you?
No,
probably only Marta.
Yeah, it was only me because he was my favorite and my brothers were old.
Oh my.
Anyways, and if you are a bad child, you can get a potato.
Can we
which
go to the
everyone sounds very excited about. Like everyone loves potatoes, so it's not a bad gift, but it is a bad gift.
Marta, we need to tell the story again with Raki, and Dit needs to give his reaction from that story.
Oh yes.
Because it didn't say it here.
Out of our, well, okay. If you believe in the Yule Lad, stop listening, okay?
just cut off. In 20 minutes, we'll go back to normal.
My parents told me that we never got potato in our shoe because our oldest brother, Raki Rakstung, from the third episode, he got a potato in his shoe once. And when he got the potato, he was super excited because he loved potatoes. So he ran out and was like, oh God, I got a potato. And our parents were like, you know what a potato means? when you got a potato in your shoe? And he was like, what? And they told him, and he was very shocked. So he ran into Diddy's room and tried to swap his gift for the potato. And he didn't get away with it, and he threw a big tantrum and cried for like the whole day and was like very upset about it. So they were like, this was too much work, we're never gonna give anyone a potato again.
Do you remember this, Diddy?
No.
Maybe you're still asleep.
Yeah, I think this was when Diddy was like 4 years old or something.
Yes,
I think Raki was 5 or 6.
It's probably before I remember things.
Yeah, but I think it's a pretty funny story.
True.
And later on, Rakstungle went on to make a Christmas song where he says, before he got a potato in his shoes, the Yule Lads were 14. That was a little Easter egg for you.
We'll put the song in the description underneath, of course.
Yes.
We'll always have it now underneath.
Yes, of course.
And everyone should, of course, listen to Rakstung's Christmas albums.
Yeah.
He has multiple albums.
4.
Or just multiple songs. But they're all great. So you should listen to them.
True.
Nothing gets you in the Christmas mood like Rakstung's Christmas songs.
Yeah. It's the best. It is the best.
So I haven't actually put my shoe in the window for like many years now. Probably 10 years, I think. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I haven't got a potato since.
Ooh. Oh. You know, once I wanted, because when I was a kid, I really believed in the Yule Lads.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And it even got to the point where my mom told me that they weren't real, and I was like, they are. You're lying.
Don't be lying to me.
Like, I knew deep down that they weren't real, but, you know, I just wanted her to be lying. So, once to prove to everyone that the Yule Lads were real, I snuck into my parents' bedroom and put my dad's shoe in the window to see if he would get a gift.
Very devious.
Mm-hmm. And I was convinced that I was right and the Yule Lads were real because he did get a gift.
Oh, that's a fail.
And I used it as an argument for many years. Even when she told me they weren't real, I used that as an argument. I was like...
You didn't stop believing until you were 21.
Yes. I didn't stop believing until today.
Yeah.
No, I think when she told me I was like 9 or 10.
Wow. That's...
I have to tell...
I was like...
I have to tell you a story.
So I continued
when
believing.
me and Olsen were in Sweden living together.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And there's like a community of Icelandic people there.
Oh no.
And they asked if someone was available to like play or act like the Yule Lads. And for some reason, me and Olsen were dragged into it. I don't know how.
I don't know how either.
I don't remember how.
It's the worst thing I've done. My worst acting.
I love it.
So we were there dressed up as Yule Lads with like a big sack full of clementines, like yes, hello, and giving the children like mandarins or whatever.
I love it.
I don't remember. I remember I was freaking out doing this, and then I blacked out, and then we were done.
I have no idea how he got dragged into this.
Oh my god, I love it.
This does not seem
wish
like
I had
something
seen it.
I would ever like willingly go into.
No, I think we went to like a meet up with Icelandic people there, and we were the only young guys that were just like two, not a family or anything, and they were like, perfect.
Perfect. You
two single guys ready for mingling.
Amazing. Did you get all the ladies?
No.
Well,
Olsen was all over multiple ladies there in Sweden, of course.
Ooh.
It was accident. I fell on them.
Well, you did get your wife.
You got your wife there. You bought her. She was expensive.
Yes.
Oh no, this is so bad.
Oh no.
He did not buy her. They found each other in the school.
Yes.
Yes.
We met it. We were doing the same.
It was an equal trade.
Yes.
We were doing the same degree in university, and we met after having been doing the same courses. We met after like 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Cute.
He didn't want to stay single. Poor.
Did they? Don't flash the camera.
Oh, I didn't see anything. Whew.
Well, Olsen was flashing, so I had to join in.
Yeah, Olsen was fondling his nipples while you were talking about the first Yule Lad.
Yeah.
I was itching in my nipples.
Mm-hmm.
You
were rubbing them very slowly and sensually.
I'm lactating, guys. Stop it.
So let's get on with the episode.
Yes.
Last episode we were talking about Reddit and
yes.
Am I the asshole? We ended on a big cliffhanger of Marta saying, "But the next ones are so good."
Yeah, it's the best ones. So she was reading the worst ones before. I thought they were all good, but apparently not.
I hadn't read them, so I didn't think they were bad. I just hadn't read them yet. But these I have read, so I know they're juicy.
Marta, take it away.
But the last one is definitely the best one. It's so juicy. The tea is spilling everywhere. It's crazy. Okay. Anyways, the first one is called "Am I the asshole for not sharing medical history before being pranked?"
Okay.
Okay. Sounds kind of weird.
It is.
Sounds very weird.
Like
you don't know that you're gonna get pranked.
Yeah, like how are you supposed to tell everyone you meet, like, by the way, you can't prank me because
I'm
of this.
To this,
like,
this, and this,
what?
and this.
Yes, so don't prank me with that.
If you ever get a snake near me, I will die.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're in a prank war, fair enough, like say everything, but if someone is just gonna prank you randomly, you can't really share your medical history. Anyways, let's start.
Mm-hmm.
Heyo!
It's me.
I'm a schizophrenic.
Okay.
Started when I was 22 and will last till I die. I'm active in schizophrenic communities, go to groups, the works, but I am fairly private about it to most people, to include my friends. Mm-hmm. It's fairly common for people to think I'm eccentric, comes with the turf, due to some of my habits. Those habits include not going to parties or other places with lots of people, suddenly deciding not to do something. I have to be protective not to do or go to certain things if I think a delusion might be coming on. Saying the occasional odd quip, I don't know. Normal schizophrenic stuff. Some friends thought it would be funny to make it seem like I might be going crazy as a group.
Oh no.
They would individually wear something silly like a wizard hat or a dinosaur costume, T-Rex blow-up costume, to a group event, or say something totally out of the ordinary and pretend like it was normal. Police this is like he's giving examples of things they would say. Police like to track people like you. COVID is just a way to microchip you, etc. These are very real, scary thoughts to me. I would ask members of the group if they had heard concerns about these conspiracies or weird garb from the other members, but they all acted like they had hung out with that particular member that day and I hadn't been involved. I was really, really scared that this could have been a massive delusion morphing into a full psychosis. So I preemptively checked myself into a hospital to stop myself from potentially hurting myself or diving further into the rabbit hole, common in schizophrenic community. I was so scared my medication stopped working. No one heard from me for a few days while I was in the hospital, and when I checked out, I confided in one of them about what had happened. I got a really long apology explaining what had happened, and I blew up at them. I have ignored attempts from the others trying to apologize and have no desire to talk to them again. Am I the asshole for not previously stating that I am schizophrenic? And then he did a edit saying that the prank lasted for 3 weeks. because people were asking how long the prank was, and it was for 3 weeks.
Wow, that's a commitment.
It's framed a bit strange. The question, because it's kind of like, oh, should I be telling everyone that I'm schizophrenic?
Yeah.
Of course I shouldn't. Like that's the reasonable thing. Of course you shouldn't just be telling everyone that you're schizophrenic. Like it's private, and if you want to tell people, you do, but you don't have to tell everyone. Pranking someone for 3 weeks, or like making someone think that they're crazy.
Yeah.
Like that's an asshole move, and especially for but there is also this group mentality thing, where it's like if enough people are doing it, no one can stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like us three, we started the podcast.
I think like if people did it for one party and then like, we were pranking you or whatever, then it's a prank. But if you're doing it for 3 weeks, it's not really a prank anymore.
True.
Yeah. You're really just making someone think that they're
because
crazy.
like for anyone, like even a person that wasn't schizophrenic to begin with, like that would be very scary.
Yeah. And I would also like to state that if you're doing a prank like this or anything similar, you have to have an end date where you tell them.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like if they did it for one night, it could be they could laugh at it, but it's also just a weird prank. You're really just like
it's a very weird prank, and it's something that's kind of mean to the person you're pranking.
Yeah.
And especially if you're not telling them, then you're just getting afterwards. They're like, did you see? He thought it was going crazy, man.
Yeah. So funny.
They probably noticed.
And what did they think how did they think this would end? Why, like they feel apparently super bad that he ended up in the hospital, but if you're gonna make someone think they're crazy, don't be surprised if they check themselves into a mental hospital.
Yeah, true. They probably noticed he was super quirky and were like, let's play on that. He's weird.
Yeah.
And now thinking if I'm schizo.
Maybe, I think they were probably, or maybe like trying to punish him for not showing up to parties and stuff.
True.
I don't know.
Now I hope I'm not schizo. Now I'm scared. I have all these tendencies.
Yeah, it's like tendency not to go to parties.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
like I say like, yes, I'm gonna go to the party. Morning after I say, no, I don't gonna come. Bye. Yikes.
No.
I'm a flake.
You're a flake.
But yeah, all the comments are saying not the asshole, and people are saying like not the asshole, schizophrenia or not, this wasn't a harmless prank. This was disrespectful and manipulative bullshit that good friends don't pull on each other.
So you better not do it to me.
Yes, I'll do my best
this podcast
not
is
to
not
do
a
it to you.
long joke for you guys.
And he actually did update it 2 months later.
Ooh.
He did an update.
Yes.
He also started it with "Heyo."
Heyo.
So yeah, it's a pretty long update, but he pretty much said that he stopped being friends with everyone in that group.
In that group, how many
because
friends do you have? Wow, lucky guy.
because he just realized how shitty it was from all the comments people were making and all the messages he got, so he stopped being friends with all of them, and he says that his life has been going so much better since he stopped being friends with them, because this group had consistently been putting him down and taking advantage of him.
Okay.
He just hadn't realized. And he had stopped like doing things he enjoyed because of them before this. And yeah, he just said like, turns out this whole thing went a lot deeper than just gaslighting. Like it was a lot
That's good.
deeper. And he has been doing a lot of new stuff. He got 2 new hobbies, woodworking and brewing, and he has a lot of friends from that now. And he started cooking instead of getting takeout. And then he met a girl, and she is now his girlfriend. He met her at the local market when he was buying groceries for dinner.
Damn.
And then he realized that his job was taking advantage of him because they were making him work a lot longer, and he was working a lot harder than a lot of other people, and he was getting a lot less pay than people that are lower than him in the company. Like he had a higher status and he still got less pay than people under him. So he changed his jobs, and yeah, he's just very happy, and he's buying a house now in December for him and his dog.
Let me just, is this Olsen?
I was gonna say, it kind of sounds like it.
What are you guys hitting at
No.
my job? Exposing you too.
But yeah, so it had a happy ending, this story, which is very nice.
This is super still, like just me writing like, hi,
You think this is you?
I don't know, maybe I was writing it.
He's schizophrenic.
Yeah.
True.
I was in my schizo. Yeah, but he's not.
Well, it doesn't work that way. Let's not.
It's a serious mental disorder.
Okay.
I'm just a flake.
Yes.
Also, it's very
So, the next story is crazy and juicy, like I said.
Oh.
So I think we should let Sæfríður come on first.
Okay. First question.
Is Sæfríður coming?
Yeah, is Sæfríður coming? I wasn't sure. She sent some weird messages today.
She says she can be few minutes, if that is okay with you.
Okay. So she'll join for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, max.
Is she gonna join the chat again, or?
I hope it doesn't get as raunchy as last time.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
here.
that was wild.
Did you get
Oh,
scared?
hi Sæfríður!
Sæfríður
You're
just
here
scared me.
already.
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said?
Hear what? What did you say? I didn't hear anything.
Okay, nothing.
Okay,
nothing.
good.
I said
Good,
you were
good,
very
good.
beautiful today, Sæfríður.
Oh, yeah. Your first Yule
We're
Lad.
just so excited to hear from you.
I know, the first Yule Lad is coming to town, and I'm like, he's the hottest one. He's so stiff and hard, and I'm like, oh, take me home to you, Dad.
Oh my God, Sæfríður! Did you put something more than a shoe in your window, or?
No, I just put my shoe on a little dirty note, you know. You can polish my legs. Ooh, stack is
Oh
that?
dear.
Up as a sheep, or
I should maybe thank you for the idea. Did this?
Sæfríður, please stop.
Do you have a sheep costume? I think you would look hot in a sheep costume.
Oh, I have to just buy it online. I can go to the website blush.is, Marta. I think you have something to say about that. What is your idea about blush? Why do you hate it?
It just I don't hate it. It just has some controversies. Controversy.
Expose them.
Controversies.
Expose them.
Yes, a mix of controversies and anniversaries.
the first controversy.
I've just heard that I'm not gonna go too deep into it. I don't want people to hate us. It was just. I've just heard that the employees there are not treated that well.
Oh girl, employees are never treated well. I used to work at Blush and I was like spanked every day with a spatula and I was like, oh.
Sæfríður,
Damn.
stop.
Yeah, we don't want to get sued.
Okay, I was not working at Blush. I'm lying. I'm just being funny, you know, guys.
Sæfríður,
You're just being funny.
True. But yeah, Sæfríður, the first Yule Lad is coming. Have you been good or have you been naughty?
Have I been naughty or have I been nice or have I been a little bit mix of the both? I don't know. But I think I've been very naughty, you know.
I think you've been naughty.
I am a naughty little young woman girl, you know. I'm like just the perfect age. I'm perfect ripe.
Oh.
I'm taking care of my body. I'm very sculpted, so I'm just ready, like sitting on the sofa in the night. I turned off the lights and just waiting for. I'm gonna wait for him. Be like, when he appears in the window, I'm gonna turn on and be like, Santa, take me.
Shit.
And I'm gonna be like, I've been a naughty little girl, Santa. Oh, what you gonna do to me?
Oh, wow.
Sounds like you're really looking forward to your potato.
I'm gonna get a potato in my boot, maybe. Oh, down there.
Oh, wow.
This is getting very raunchy.
Very raunchy.
Good thing our podcast is rated, I guess.
Yes, very good. But, puss.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Jeez.
That's good enough,
Oh my
Sæfríður.
gosh.
Just go.
And never gonna take me away. Never. Bye.
Bye, Sæfríður.
Yeah, wow.
That was wow.
She really likes the Yule Lads.
Wow.
Yeah, she likes Dagestur.
Can't wait to hear what she says about the other ones. But she said this one was her favorite, so.
Yeah,
because he's long and erect.
maybe tomorrow she'll say that the next one is her favorite. Who knows?
Yeah, true. Maybe all of them are her favorites. Yeah.
Okay, are you ready for this next?
Yes, please. Take me somewhere.
Reddit post. The title of it is, "Am I the asshole for telling my sister that she should have expected to be outshone by her best friend at her wedding?"
So it's me, you, and Diddy. Okay.
Yes, I told Diddy he should expect to be outshone by you at his wedding. So what are the predictions?
I don't know. This is complicated.
Am I the asshole for
telling my sister that she should have expected to be outshone by her best friend at her wedding?
Well,
why?
No, yes.
No,
yes.
But you never.
Yes.
You don't
Yes.
know. Oh, okay, this is complicated. I don't know.
Just from the title, yes.
Maybe.
Yeah, from the title, when I read the title first, I was like, yeah, that sounds like a shitty thing to say to someone.
Say it, yeah.
But then I read this story, and this story, I tell you, is so wild. Like I did not expect it to go this way.
Did you maybe write it?
Okay.
That's the reason, because you were writing from
I wish.
experience.
No, this is so wild.
Mm-hmm.
It has a bunch of updates.
Oh, wow.
So like with every update, I was like, oh my god, what's happening? It's crazy. Okay. So, my sister Anne, 29 female, has been best friends with Ruby, 30 female, for as long as I, 25 female, can remember.
Do they all have to specify their age and gender?
Because
Context.
if they don't, people will ask.
Oh, it will turn them on probably to know more.
Oh god.
You just want to give us as
So-
much information as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, Ruby was like a second big sister to me.
Oh.
One thing that, like, sometimes the age does take part, because sometimes, like, if it's a kid, they're kind of stupid sometimes. They don't know stuff.
Kids
But
are
if it's like a 30-year-old person, it's like, no, you should know better.
Do you know everything? No.
True. Anyways, so growing up, Ruby was like a second big sister to me. One thing that is important to note is that Ruby has always had the most outrageous fashion sense possible.
Ooh.
She's the person that would wear those runway outfits that you think no one would actually wear.
Oh, hi. I like it.
Yeah, Ruby sounds cool.
Mm-hmm.
Anne got engaged pre-COVID. Almost as soon as it happened, she started being really weird to Ruby. When she made me maid of honor, I was kind of surprised, because they've always sworn to be the maid of honor at each other's weddings.
Mm-hmm.
But I am her blood sister, so it wasn't that weird. But I was completely blown away when she made a group chat and I found out that Ruby wasn't even made bridesmaid. Both me and my mom tried to talk to her about it, since we figured they had an argument or something, but she would only say that Ruby didn't care anyways. I know that Ruby was hurt, but she didn't want any drama, so I agreed to let her go. Throughout the whole wedding process, my mom kept asking Anne if she would invite Ruby, if she would ask Ruby's opinion, etc., etc. But Anne refused to have any contact with her or talk about anything wedding related to her whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
On Saturday, my sister was married. She had a beautiful outside, socially distanced wedding, but she was seething, in big letters, seething, the whole time because of Ruby's dress. It wasn't at all outrageous by Ruby standards, so I don't believe that she wanted to outshine my sister.
Mm-hmm.
She wore quite a simple wedding dress, but that was her choice.
Mm-hmm.
As maid of honor, I of course went to her fitting, and that was literally the one she chose. Anne has been cursing Ruby out and saying that their friendship is over ever since.
Oh no.
Like she hadn't been ignoring her all through lockdown. Finally, I just said that she's been friends with Ruby most of her life, and she knows that what she dresses like, and that she should have expected this. If it was that much of a problem, she should have found a way to mention it to her, or just made her bridesmaid.
Mm-hmm.
Anne lost it with me. She sent Ruby some really horrible messages after she screamed at me. She didn't say a word to me all of yesterday, but she's bad-mouthing me to our dad, who is on her side. My mom has told Anne that she should apologize to Ruby for the nasty messages she sent and for yelling at me, so Anne isn't talking to her either.
Oh my.
I don't even know what's going on, but Ruby swears on her life that they didn't have an argument or anything pre-COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Anne says that that's none of my business, and I should be supporting my real sister. My dad agrees with her, and she's rallied the other bridesmaids against me. So, I don't know, am I the asshole? Yeah.
Oh, this is complicated. This is family.
Okay, it's kind of... Like, I don't even know what to think about it at this point, because it just seems like we're missing some information between Anne and Ruby.
There's some misinformation.
But
yeah.
I would suggest, like, if she does dress very, I don't know what to call it, flamboyant, or like that usually, then of course you can, like, you expect that she doesn't do it as much on the wedding, which it seemed that, like, she toned it down a bit.
Yeah, in the next section that I'm gonna read, like, she did like a section that's like just to clear some things up, where she's explaining some things.
Okay. Yeah.
And the first thing she explains is the dress that Ruby wore, and I will tell you, like, spoilers, it's not crazy. It's a very normal thing a person would wear to a wedding.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Like, when we did this wedding, I was in completely different clothes at the ceremony itself, and lo and behold, I come completely different clothes in the party just to outshine everybody.
Yeah, Olsen did wear a wedding dress.
Mm-hmm. I wore a wedding dress. I came in like,
I am the bride.
It was always
it was wild.
To be me.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so are you... Yeah, at this point, I think there's nothing really... Like, we can't really say who's the asshole. Like, this is all just kind of confusing.
Yeah. Nobody knows.
No one seems like an asshole right now. It just seems like a weird situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, so let's go to the just to clear some things up.
Mm-hmm.
This has 7 points, so there's a lot of things to clear up. 1. Ruby didn't wear a wedding dress or anything really outrageous. It was a dark red bodycon dress in a satiny material.
Ooh.
There were lots of people in form-fitting dresses. The bridesmaids were wearing them, and she didn't look out of place.
Mm-hmm.
And then she did edit again. A few people are ridiculous, laughing my ass off, assuming the absolute worst case scenario. It wasn't a spaghetti strap dress that just barely covered her butt. It was an appropriate length and had long sleeves.
Okay, good.
So it just seems like a nice normal dress, you know.
Mm-hmm.
2. If this needs saying twice, the bridesmaids were wearing bodycon dresses. So were many other guests. It wasn't a particularly traditional affair. Nobody was offended by our figures. Ruby's dress didn't massively stick out.
Mm-hmm.
3. Ruby is very attractive. She always has been, but I never thought it was an issue for Anne before. 4. Ruby and Anne have been best friends for 25 years. They didn't grow apart or anything. They stayed in constant contact even as adults. And then Anne suddenly wasn't talking to Ruby anymore. My mom and I weren't trying to be controlling. We were worried. We assumed that something really bad had happened for them to cut contact overnight.
Mm-hmm.
When Anne refused to talk about it, my mom was only more worried because she's normally an open book.
Oh boy.
5. I don't love Ruby more than Anne or anything like that. The only reason I'm so close to Ruby is because Anne used to be so close to Ruby. They were basically inseparable, so I grew up tagging after both of them. Of course I love Anne very much, I just think she's being unreasonable in this situation. 6. Ruby was always going to be at the actual wedding. The phrasing was bad on my part, sorry. When my mom was suggesting that Anne invite Ruby, it was to the wedding prep things, like dress shopping, etc.
Yep.
7.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Yeah. 7. I don't know if Dave, the groom, has feelings for Ruby. I have never thought that. They've met many times and there's never been any signs that he does. I definitely do not think it is an affair because then surely my sister wouldn't want to marry Dave and neither would want Ruby at the wedding at all. Ruby doesn't have a history of going after Anne's boyfriends or crushes. Okay, so those were the things that needed clearing up apparently.
Okay. This is making more sense to me.
So, are you ready?
That's good, because
this is making more sense to me now.
Because my next thing was like, oh, maybe there's something between Ruby and the husband.
Yeah. But I agree that she wouldn't invite Ruby to the wedding if there was an actual affair. Even if she would still marry him, she wouldn't want Ruby there. Okay, so the first update. Okay, this is when it starts to get juicy. Based on some of the advice I'm receiving, I was going to tell Anne this morning how much she means to me and that I'm here for her. But she's seething again, so I'm not trying to. Dave asked me if I could talk to Anne, because they've also apparently had a massive fight, because he tried to defend Ruby on the wedding night. He asked me if I could explain where he misstepped or how to make it up to her. This was the first time he's ever asked me for help with their relationship, so he's clearly at a loss. I said I was just as confused and we didn't even know why she wasn't in the bridal party, so he should just try and talk it out with Anne. This is when it gets weird. Dave said that the reason Ruby wasn't in either wedding party was because he wanted her as a best woman, and Anne wanted her as maid of honor. But Anne wouldn't budge and said that they should just drop her from both parties to be fair. He said that she explained it to Ruby and that's why they had a fight, because Ruby wanted to be included. I said, okay, and just hung up. But the more I think about it, the more confused I am. If they had a massive fight about Ruby being maid of honor, surely Ruby would remember. Also, I don't know why Dave would want Ruby as his best woman, when, to my understanding, he only met her after he started dating Anne. I really am taking your advice not to meddle to heart, which is a nightmare because now my curiosity is totally piqued, so I won't bring it up. It's possible that this is all I'll ever know and this will bug me to my grave, but I have made a vow not to push Anne anymore on it. Thank you everyone for your comments. Thank you all the not the assholes for reassuring me that I'm not the one acting crazy. Thank you also to all the helpful you're the asshole / as everyone's shit here verdicts that helped me see how I could change my behavior in the future to be a more supportive sister. Okay, update 2.
Oh my.
This story is getting strange.
Yeah, it gets way more strange. Like this, when I was reading this, I was like, oh.
So when's the threesome coming in? That's the.
I wish it's stranger than that.
Oh damn.
Update 2. I'm even more confused. Dave called me up about 30 minutes ago asking me in a very angry tone of voice if any of his groomsmen behaved inappropriately towards me. I asked what? And he asked again. I could hear Anne in the background shouting something. I said that they had been perfect gentlemen at the wedding and that I hadn't had any contact with them since. He then asked me if Ruby knew that she was meant to be the best woman. I said, not to my understanding, but it was possible that I don't know, as both she and Anne had been quite secretive about what happened between them, and that he'd be better off asking them themselves. He laughed and hung up. Ruby has texted me asking me what's going on and if I knew about the best woman / maid of honor thing. Just now I got a message from one of the bridesmaids saying that if Dave calls me I shouldn't answer him. Anne is on the phone to my dad, screaming, it sounds like. I have no idea what's going on, but I think somewhere in this mess is the truth of what actually happened. Everything seems to be exploding. I now think that the bridesmaids, or at least that particular one, are involved, and if things keep happening at this pace, I think I should eventually find out what in the flying fuck is happening. Okay, that was update 2.
How many episodes are left?
A little bit of that weird phone call and Ruby not knowing about the best woman maid of honor thing.
How many updates are left?
The next one is the longest one.
Yes.
And that's the final one in this post, but then she did like a different update post.
Yeah, that might be a cliffhanger for a later episode because we are going very long now.
Yes.
Well, then we'll have to stop now because I don't think the next update will... if we do it after this update, the next post won't be long enough.
I have my hot takes on this.
Yeah?
Tell us your hot take.
So it's like, the season 2 of Selling Sunset that is on Netflix, a reality TV show that's about like young hot women in America, and one of them is having a wedding, and her best friend, who is super fabulous and always likes to dress like in, fancy clothes, she's not her bridesmaid, and everything gets so crazy because she is not allowed to be her bridesmaid, and all the cameras around and everything is just crazy, and she comes and outshines her at the wedding in final episode in episode 8 in the season 2. So it's exactly that. It's a reality TV show that she's describing. And these are the characters from Selling Sunset, the Christian and Abigail.
Well,
I'm a stan boy.
I think Olsen has been watching too much TV.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm stuck inside.
Well, I won't tell you if that's the answer or not, because
that would be
it's
so
a cliffhanger.
That would be so hilarious if you were like, no, shit. He figured out.
That would be funny.
It was actually just a what's it called? An advertisement campaign for this reality TV show.
Yeah, and I didn't realize because I'm not in the show. Huh. Who knew?
That would be really funny.
And that's why he's calling, like, they're recording like a dramatic scenario. She's screaming in the background, blah, 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 and he's calling.
And everyone forgot to tell her, and she's like, what the heck?
What's going on?
Why are all these cameras around here?
What's your hot take? Hot daddy?
My hot take? I have no idea. They're giving me nothing.
Nope.
It's just one big mess that someone did something to someone, and now they're like everything's a bit of a mess.
Will we get an answer in the end, or will it end on like
yes?
Okay.
This next update is. She wrote this next update after she found out everything. Okay. And this update is like telling you everything that happened in order of how it happened. That's and let me tell you, it's so wild. It's you can't even guess what happened. That's why it's a perfect
cliffhanger. This is perfect. This is a 3-parter, maybe 5-parter. Who knows? Maybe it will be the calendar, the 12 days of Christmas. This part.
Yes. The first day of 12 Days of Christmas will not be about Christmas. It will be about finishing this Reddit story.
Of course, the Christmas story will be there also. Oh boy.
Yeah. We'll just have a Christmas story and an ending to the Reddit.
That's
story.
Perfect. Ow, my.
Yes.
It cracked my body. So yeah, thank you guys for this. We ended up being 50 minutes.
Yeah, we were like, this is gonna be like a 30-40 minute one.
Yeah, you were like totally like, yeah. It will be okay. We can finish the story in the last episode. Like, I just have a little bit left, and we were 48 minutes now.
Well, we did talk about Santa's and Sæfríður, so
that's fine. Fine.
The Santa thing was like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
Yeah, it was.
And Sæfríður really was something I want to just go in the shower and cry about.
So is Sæfríður, I'm asking for the viewers, will Sæfríður be joining the 12 days of Christmas?
In the story I'm writing, she has a part in it, so of course she has to be in the story as well. So she will be there at least.
You'll have to figure it out. It
depends what Patricia will say, if she wants it or not. I'm not sure if I can.
She loves Sæfríður, so...
If I can handle it mentally.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sæfríður can come in for like a singing section.
Yeah, I need to go and start baking and cooking.
Sing us a song.
I'm having a guest for dinner tonight.
Oh wow! Ooh, what are you making? Ooh.
I'm making a vegan dish. I'm switching chicken with fake chicken, and I opened the box and it smelled like plastic, and it will be interesting. That will be interesting.
Oh. I hope you do a good job.
No, it's just like chicken.
Just like chicken.
Yeah.
You'll tell us if it's just like chicken or
yes, I will send you pictures.
Like rubber.
Update. It smelled like rubber, and I think it will be rubber. And
maybe it's just a rubber chicken.
And like when I pour the water in it, it will probably suck it all in. Like
one of those.
like all the soy stuff does. Like everything goes in.
Yep.
So I will send you pics and everything, and I'll put the links down below, like Power Tool and everything like that. So that's it for now. Wow, why did I do that?
Thank you guys for watching. Tune in for the next episode where we start the 12 days of Christmas.
Yes. Holy
butch.
And you find out about the next Yule Lad.
Find out about the next Yule Lad, and we get an ending to this epic Reddit story.
And we start a new story in that episode even as well. Wow.
If you have any guesses about what happens, either comment it below or send us an email at stormkastid.
Oh yeah, if we get some emails about emails about the ending, we'll read them.
Yes,
in
Patricia, send it as an email, not write it to Marta.
Yeah. We will put the email in the description,
like always,
so that you can send an email. Because it's kind of hard. Like if I say it, you won't necessarily write it, right?
And hopefully it will be on Apple iTunes store as well. So I don't know how that
Yeah, we're trying to get on there.
So give us 5 stars there. So we all make a thing for us to give 5 stars.
Yes, thank you, please.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.